in downtown Nashville, Tennessee.
Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Herbert to throw right away.
Completes it to Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
The play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Able to complete it to Johnston.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Baylor Tigers.
Again, they run it with Spiller. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Quick throw here to Johnston.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. They're on the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 now. Willis and the Titans.
At their own 13.
Willis looking to throw it. This ball complete to Trey Palmer.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Willis.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check Bobcat. Check Bobcat. Ready.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 30 yards.
And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Shootout.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes.
Set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Drops it underneath to Spiller.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On second down, Spiller looking for space.
And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Okay, break.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Now Willis.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
79 Broncos.
Second down. Here's Willis. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Willis will look to pass again here.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Baylor Tigers. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
These two offenses have been up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I said, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Cup 19, Cup 19, Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw, here's Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry.
From the 38, Herbert.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we send you down to Orlando,
both of these coaching staffs feverishly
EA
making their
Sports
final plans
halftime
for the second half.
Coach.
One of these two teams is going to get their first win. And for the call, let's kick it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going So they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Third down, it's Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Returnable here for Davis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Tyler Shelvin collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Chargers have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point try now from Dicker.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Chargers 17, Titans 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Now Willis to throw.
They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Nick Westbrook-Ikhine.
72 yards.
And the Titans have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They run behind center with Spiller. On the move past the 40.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Play action. It's Herbert. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead at Spiller.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Spiller. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back to throw, Willis.
Taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Every other season of Bosa's 7-year career had injuries cost him time. Stayed true to that last year, only 5 games played. Good news, he has rebounded with double-digit sacks in a Pro Bowl season each year following those injuries.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Davis now to return it. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwogu.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 2nd down, here's Nwogu.
And he stopped immediately there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now in Nashville. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown, LA!
Darius Davis
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At now, 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Willis looks to pass it here. Flushed out right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw, Willis. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Let's go now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Come on.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And quickly they get to the line.
Now it's Herbert.
Eluding the pressure right.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And it's taken in at the 9. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Mustang 19!
Second down, here's Willis. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Viking 18! Hurt!
They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing, Willis.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Open man, that's Henry. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Ready, set.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Ready.
Now Willis.
And this one is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert to throw. He'll get this to Nwangu.
We are inside of 1 minute, only 1 timeout left, so they've got to move quickly.
Get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure they're set. No penalties in this situation, but you're exactly right. Conserve that timeout for when they really need it.
They'll set up the screen for Nwangu.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
You're not going to get any better opportunities than that to take the lead in the 4th quarter. He's got a man wide open. But oh my goodness, just too much air under the ball, and he knew it right away.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Now Herbert.
Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
Baylor Titans.
Throwing, Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there, and of course the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Willis. Pass complete to Palmer.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Go.
First throw in overtime for Herbert. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
Looking to speed things up here, run with some tempo. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Nice play by Vea, one of the biggest names and biggest players in the NFL, and someone who took big strides as a pass rusher last season. A nice campaign with 6.5 sacks and plays the run oh so well.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Up the middle, no longer. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he steps away.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Go!
Now Willis gets his shot here at OT. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Let's go
After
now.
the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
Willis to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Warriors 70. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Here's Willis on 3rd and long.
Steps away to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down.
4th down, Willis. Open man, Westbrook Akine.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard.